Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Habits play a very pivotal role in determining who we are as people. If you look at the research that was being conducted by Harvard University, all of the successful founders, the ones who have created big empires, they do have habits which empowers them and enables them to build these successful companies, have certain value systems created within the firm that boosts people to want to work in these firms. So now what are these successful habits that you and I can also implement in our lives? So in this video, we will be talking about 7 successful habits that a lot of founders follow and how we can incorporate it in our day-to-day lives and also in our businesses. My name is Vandana. I'm the founder of Happy Lab. At Happy Lab, we provide founders therapy, and we asked our clients to implement these 7 habits into their day-to-day lives. And after a duration of 6 months, we asked them how has these habits helped them. And they were really stunned because these habits really helped them in taking better decisions, helping them to build on the processes that they have been waiting for a long period of time. In some cases, it helped them to be more productive. In some cases, it helped them to be able to communicate to their VCs in a better manner. So this 7 habits is not just based on research and experiences from founders, but also we experimented this with our own clients to see whether these 7 habits are that effective or not. So let's see what these 7 habits are onto the video. Habit number 1. Most of the entrepreneurs wake up early in the morning and they determine what is it that they want to work on today. They get up feeling completely refreshed, recharged, and with a lot of purpose. Tim Cook, for example, the CEO of Apple, he wakes up at 4:30 in the morning, and the first things that he does is to check on what his customers are saying and how he can better the product so that the customers relish the product that they're using. Oprah Winfrey starts her day off with a lot of gratitude. She has a gratitude journal wherein she writes all the things that she's grateful for so that her day starts off with a hopeful and a positive note. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, he wakes up in the morning and he blocks around 1 to 1.5 hours where he does just deep work, the most important things that helps him to build his business. So if you see over here, most of these entrepreneurs, they wake up early in the morning with a purpose, with a goal, lot of gratitude, and they chart out how they want their day to be. A lot of entrepreneurs, they work late at night and sometimes they're very sluggish or lethargic to get up in the morning. The thing is, our body gets completely refreshed after a good night's sleep. So when your body is refreshed, you are at your optimal level of performance. Your battery charge is at least 90% when you wake up. And at that point of time, your efficiency is pretty high. But if you wake up late in the morning, you're already up with the rest of the working class population. So now everybody would want your attention on them so that they can do their work in optimal level. So many founders, they end up juggling from one meeting to another meeting, and by the time they have the optimal time for themselves, their battery levels have also come down. And when their battery levels are down, their efficiency level is not that high, because of which they might end up working late at night, but the productivity levels are not that high. And this is a research that is done by Harvard University. So if you look at many of the founders and entrepreneurs, they do wake up early in the morning when their efficiency level is at the highest and nobody to disturb them, so that they focus on the things that is important and that helps them to build their business farther along. Habit 2, deep work allocation time. So as a founder, when you're running a firm, there are at least 15 to 20 tabs that are open in your mind's system, right? You are probably thinking about sales, marketing, revenue, you're meeting with an important client, meeting with a vendor, your customers. So there are so many things that is happening around you, and everybody requires your 100% attention. So if you see, there are a lot of people and a lot of work that requires your attention, and you're in human being, and end of the day you can only focus on one thing at a time. If you focus on 2-3 things, maybe you're not giving your 100%, you're giving your 90%, but probably that 10% could make a lot of difference in some people's line of work. So it is important to allocate certain time frames wherein you're only giving your 100% on important tasks and priorities that helps you to run your business. So I was working with this founder who is a tech company owner, and he has around 15 to 16 clients that he onboards per month, and there are around 8 to 10 other existing clients that he is providing maintenance services with. So if you see, in a nutshell, there are totally around 25 to 30 clients that he needs to cater to. And in this 30 clients, at least 10 to 12 of them he has to interact on a regular basis, and each of them are working on a different project. So at times it becomes very difficult for you to keep tab of what you have communicated this one particular client and what work is pending for another client. So at this point of time we worked on two things. So one is to find a time wherein you can allocate at least half an hour to 45 minutes to review each and every single client's requirements in detail. So this was a time that we generally picked up at the beginning of the day, say 8 to 9 a.m. You pick on all of your clients' work, see what you have committed to them, what is their problems, their requirements, and then make a list of it. And when you go on meetings with them, you have everything prepared and you have given each and every client that 100% focus and commitment to. And the second thing that we discussed is that every day as an entrepreneur, it's not just your client's work or your vendor's work or your employees' work that you have to focus on. You need to focus on the future of your business, the trends, the things that you want your company to focus on in the coming few months, your goals, right? And even for that, you need to allocate a time. So you can block in your calendar, say 30 to 45 minutes, wherein you're just brainstorming and thinking about how you can achieve the goals that you have set for your company, say in the next 3 months duration or 6 months duration, and what are all the actions that you need to start working on from today in order to accomplish this goal. So this has to be done in such a manner that nobody interrupts you, because if somebody interrupts you, your flow of thought gets broken. If you see a lot of entrepreneurs, they keep in this half an hour to 45 minutes wherein they're just with themselves. It is that alone time where nobody disturbs and they are in that deep state of work mindset that allows them to think of multiple ideas, multiple possibilities, and sometimes even it helps them to fix the problems that the company is stuck in. So it is important to have that uninterrupted deep work state of mind every single day, because that helps you to be motivated and give back more to your business. Habit 3, continuous learning. If you look at any founder, say Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, they always say that it is very important that you keep learning, you keep reading books. So Warren Buffett actually reads 500 pages every single day because he feels that that's how he can understand and work better as an entrepreneur. Bill Gates reads 50 plus books every single year. Mark Cuban, he reads 3 hours every single day. So if you notice, as a founder, it is important that you keep learning. You keep looking at what is in trend, what is not a trend, and which particular information can help you to boost your business. So you cannot be complacent and be like, okay, I have built this, I am running it successfully, so I don't have to learn anything new. As a founder, learning is what is going to help you to build better networks, help you to push your business forward to newer and greater heights. If you look at me, in the initial days of setting up my business, I used to read a lot because I always felt that I do not know much and my competitors, my peers, they know a lot. So in order to ensure that I'm able to provide good services, I need to keep learning. So I used to take up so many courses, read a lot of books. So once the company set up and we had a good customer base, the learning time that I allocated was actually reducing drastically. And after one point of time, you feel like you're doing the same thing again and again, and you're not feeling that satisfaction, that excitement, that happiness that you felt before, because whenever you learn something new, you want to implement it. And when you implement it and you see the success of it, you are so happy and so motivated. And when you stop learning, what happens is that there's nothing new, there's nothing that you would want to implement or want to get a reaction or feedback to. And when that happens, we are kind of becoming very comfortable in our space and not exploring or trying something new. And as a founder, it is very, very important that you keep learning and exploring the new things so that you can see what is working for your business and what isn't working for your business. So right now, if you see, I allocate at least an hour every single day to either read a book or upskill myself by watching educative videos or videos about other companies and how businesses work, because this really helps you to have a grip on what is happening around you, and you get a lot of ideas when you learn something new. You're opened up to multiple possibilities, perspectives. So when that happens, you can definitely move and grow your business to new heights. You network and you meet new people. So it's important that you keep learning and you use whatever you have learned in your business practice. So you can read 3 types of books or watch 3 kinds of educative videos. So one is related to your business, another is related to other businesses around you, and the third kind of book that you need to read is the one that relaxes you and that helps you to have that imaginative and the childlike curiosity. So it could be fiction books for few, it could be self-help books, it could be anything that makes you happy and makes you want to, open up and tap into that imaginative world of yours. Habit number 4, networking and having that social connection. So if you see, founders are always part of networking events. They're talking about their business, they're trying to get business from others by hearing what the other person is saying. So it is very important that you are constantly talking to people around you. It could be not only be other founders, it could be your customers, it could be the people, because you're building a product and service for the people. So if you're just going to be in your office inside the 4 walls, then you will be building something incredible, but you will not know how it is being utilized or what the customers and what the people are telling about that particular product. A lot of founders, they feel that they do not have the time, or some of them are uncomfortable as they don't know how they can pitch themselves forward. They might have great ideas, great vision, but when it comes to talking to other people, they might not be that confident. So it's very important as a founder that you allocate at least 15 to 20 minutes every single day, wherein you meet either your customer or your vendor, your employee or general public, anybody, to just talk to them about your product and what do they think about it, and if they could kind of do any kind of changes to their product or service, what would they do? And just a general conversation wherein you increase your social proof of yourself and your product or service, so that more and more people know about what you're doing, and they can in turn connect you to people who probably can help you to build a better product or service, or can help you to reach out to better consumers or a better target audience maybe, because some of us might be still trying to understand the market fit, and when you speak to people, that's when it helps you to actually connect and make this market fit a perfection. So if you see Nikhil Kamath, for example, he meets a lot of other founders of different businesses through his podcasting. So Richard Branson, who is the founder of Virgin Airlines, he really believes that you need to meet at least one new person every single day, and that can help you to take your company forward for a very long period of time. Habit number 5, prioritizing your physical and mental health. So as a founder, it is important that you focus on your mental well-being as well, because if your mental well-being is not at check, is not in sync and attuned to who you are as a person, it can have a direct impact on your work, on your employees, on your customers, on your vendors, on the services that you provide to the customers. So it is important that as a founder, you keep your mental health at check, so that a larger group of people can benefit from it, and also the company can grow to a much larger heights as compared to what it is today. So don't take your mental health and your physical health for granted just because you're building a firm. Yes, it is going to make a lot of money. Yes, it is going to be successful if it is having a proper market fit and you're constantly having the right set of people who are helping you to be in touch with the trends, in touch with your customers. But as an entrepreneur, it is important that you take time for yourself, for physical health and for your mental wellness. Sarah Bakley, she starts her day off with exercising and also focusing on meditation, gratitude, and also works on what is important to her at this point of time, her values. Habit 6, Successful founders generally take quick decisions, and most of these decisions are actually pretty powerful. So now you might ask me, how can we take quick decisions when we probably don't have enough information, or there are so many decisions that we need to take in a day that at times you are so tired, and maybe the decisions that you take might require some time. But the thing about taking time is that at times the trends or the things around you might be so fast paced that if you waste a lot of time in thinking through things, the effectiveness of that particular decision into actual practice might take a lot of time. So as founders, it is important to analyze things quickly and to take decisions quickly. So now how can we do this in a better manner? So there are three important questions that you can ask yourself. How do you feel about this decision in the next 10 minutes? How do you feel about this decision in the next 10 months? How do you feel about this decision in the next 10 years? So if you're able to answer the questions, then it will be easier for you to take that particular decision that is being put forth in front of you. Another decision making hack that you can use is the 70% rule. So over here, if you have 70% of all the information and 30% is probably not that perfect or is pretty ambiguous, then at that point of time, you can take a call whether you want to implement this decision or not. Sometimes we do this thing of always wanting it to be perfect. We want all the information to be put forth in front of us in order to make an informed decision. But at times that can delay the process. So you can basically take a decision when you have 70% of the information, and based on this 70%, do you feel that this is going to help you in growing your business or not, can help you to ensure that whatever actionable steps are required after the decision can be done faster. Habit 7. So as a founder, it is important that you review your process and you are grateful to where you are today. So many of us, we tend to focus only on the negative aspects of our life. We don't focus on the positive aspects of the things that we have already accomplished. We take all of these things for granted. So it is very important that as a founder, you have a gratitude journal so that you can focus on all the things that you have worked over a period of time. So a lot of founders might be in business for 5 years, 6 years, and they might have completely forgotten about their initial values, their motivation to make them start this particular company or run this particular company. So it is very important that if you have to feel that motivation, that hopefulness, to maintain a gratitude journal. Oprah Winfrey is one of them who maintains it. Warren Buffett, every time he reflects on his investment decisions. Mark Cuban writes his personal insights to leadership, entrepreneurship, and the people that he has mentored or the things that he has learned from other people. So it is important that we reflect on ourselves, our learnings, and the things that we have contributed. So all of these habits can help you to be a better founder, a better human being, and can contribute to building a successful business. Hope this video was helpful, and if you're following at least 3 or 4 of these habits, try to implement the other habits as well and see how your life is taking forward. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel.